Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. A couple quick clarifications. Number one, I am trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below in the description area to a totally free 4-part series that'll walk you through the futures market and how it all works. But as one thing that maybe gets you interested, if you are annoyed, if you are frustrated because of that pattern day trading rule, there is zero pattern day trading rule in futures. In other words, you have unlimited day trades every single day, and you can get started with not even close to needing anywhere close to that annoying $25,000 mark, which, like I said, you know exactly what I mean if you are currently, suffering and being annoyed by that pattern day trend rule. Second, I am trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? All that is at the link that you see at the top of the screen. I'll also put it down below. But in a nutshell, a prop firm is a way for you to put very little of your money at risk, and then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So if that sounds like something that could be of value to you, then definitely make sure to check it out. So right now, I've already made one trade, but very minimal, didn't work out. So technically starting the video down right around $30, but we'll see if I can recover that or not. I'm feeling confident I can wipe away a $30 hole, but I guess there are no guarantees, so maybe it gets bigger. But I'll go ahead and pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll try to find another potential opportunity. All right, market starting to make good selling move here. So keep an eye on it and try to let it develop here a little bit more. Potentially see if it wants to pick up more momentum up through that pink line there. All right, I'll go ahead and pause, but I'm watching very, very closely here. All right, looking to get long at that green line there. Why did I not get filled? Zoom in. I guess, yeah. All right, I guess to be fair, it did not quite hit me. It looks like it hit me right there on the back test, but I did not get filled, so we'll cancel that out. It happens. It happens. Absolutely disappointing when it does happen, but there it is. About as close as you can get to getting filled without getting filled. All right, I'll pause. Well, right now I am just having to sit on my hands because going long here seems like a total FOMO chase. Going short here seems like you're just stepping in front of a freight train. So yeah, just gonna have to wait for right now, and we'll see if maybe some other setup wants it. I don't know. Maybe try a little bit of a miniature pullback here. We'll see. I'll go ahead and pause, but that's the current update. And if I see something else, I'll get the video rolling again. Well, it came down, coming back up. So is this another sign of more strength to come? I think so. So I'm in. Whoa. Wow, that took quite a bit of effort just to get me out there. That's So I am in the green now. A very anticlimactic trade there. I feel even if it continues up, I feel just fine. I gave that thing plenty of time. My thought was, all right, came down, came back up. Let's still see the smooth sailing. And you can see even as I speak now, even after I got out, it's just still sitting here. So I thought it would have made a move, and it still may. But even if it continues on up, I played it just fine, and I'm going to feel just fine about it. Now, my ego wants to see it come back down. That way I can say, well, I'm glad I got out. But yeah, even wow, look at it, still continuing to just putts at that area. So I thought it'd find a little bit, not that I thought it was going to skyrocket all the way up here, but at least get a bit more momentum than what it did. But the fact that it took me, that I was getting partial fills on the way out, that was, I don't know, that was a bit, sketchy. Not in I'm not saying there's any I'm just saying that, yeah, today's action is a bit tricky. Yeah, it did push up a little bit more, but yeah, all of this, yeah. Again, not that I thought that there was going to be a big green candle like this forming, but definitely not this sort of action. So I was wrong, but that's the nice thing about trading is you don't have to be perfectly right in order to make money. You can be close enough to being right, where you can still make money. But yeah, so I'll try to look at the bright side of things. I am now back to being green. But yeah, that's the importance of risk management, right? If you keep the risks small, if you cut the losses quick, then yeah, you don't need a whole lot of impressive trading to get back into green. So yeah, I do not know what to think of this action. Maybe that'll be the title of this video. I don't know what to think. I will pause. And this thing just continues to grind higher and higher. So yeah, in hindsight, that previous trade, had I just held, oh yeah, I would have been fine. But like I said, I feel just fine about it because for what I was thinking at that moment in time, it did not behave that way. But again, I was wrong. The right plan would have said, hey, hop in here and just be patient. But it's always easy to know what the quote unquote right plan is when you have hindsight in your favor. At least for me. I don't want to speak for everybody, but for me, it's very, very easy to know what the right plan was, to know what the good plan was, to know what the smart moves to make are after you have hindsight in your favor. Just like I said, what are you supposed to do here? Like, you go long, again, in my opinion, that seems like a total FOMO chase. You go short, that's just stepping in front of a freight train. And it's been essentially like that this whole video. Wow. All right, I'll pause. All right, this could be a very stupid trade, but I don't think I'm totally crazy to be interested in it. So I'm short there. Will add. I have a well-defined stop, but again, might be a very, very stupid trade, but hindsight will be our judge. Well, will be my judge. You're not in the trade. And I'll add another 5 there. If it wants to get up to that red line. There we go. So blue line is my average. I am short, so for beginners, that means I want to see this price go down. Believe it or not, you can make money when prices go down. That is known as going short. Well, it came down a little. And I give it a little bit more space. I don't know, do I want to add right there? This was already probably a stupid enough trade. I really don't want to get stopped out at the peak. Now, if this wants to come back down, I'd be feeling very good about it. It does seem to be kind of putzing around here a little bit. All right, that's somewhat good. And that fast, right back up it goes. Put out a couple of buys down there just in case there's some sort of quick spike in the downwards direction. Sometimes these can move so quick where if you don't have orders out there, you'll miss them. At this point, I do have my stop up there, so there we go. My stop is up there, so we'll see. We'll see if this is any sort of topper now. Not that I think this thing is, going to roll back over and crash, but I mean, surely there's got to be a pullback, right? That's how the market works, guarantees. And that will be my first profit target right there. How did I not get filled there? There we go. That was strange. Again, could still be a losing trade. It'll be a little less of a losing trade because I did get at least some of my target out. I don't like how it's hesitating here, though. I'm going to take another couple out just in case. It's mental. Still have 6 left. Come on, let's see if we can get down to that green line. Okay. Again, taking out another one. The more it hesitates, the more I'm going to get aggressive because clearly I'm going against the trend. And as I say that, I'm just going to end it. All right. So, yeah. Still may come down, but I had to acknowledge that I was being pretty, again, if you want to say stupid trade, I hear you. I hear you. I don't even remember what I was at, but now I'm back to at least green on those contracts being MNQ. So I trade 2 types of contracts. These are the NQ. These are the MNQ. So they're essentially the same charts, but these ones here, from a volatility standpoint, move a lot quicker. I might have to just call it good. This is just, I don't know what to think. I'll pause. So coming up here a little bit, but if you remember, my stop was above that white line. So just because it's come up green here, I would have still been in the trade. But yeah, just kind of, and I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what would have happened had I just, not remove myself from the trade. So again, from a transparency standpoint, my ego wants to see the price go up above that white line. That way I consider and say, hey, look, I was smart to have gotten out. I don't want to see this thing roll over, or else, yes, I'm going to look stupid. But once again, it's always, it's easy to know what was the good move once you have hindsight in your favor. But we'll see what happens. I'll pause. Well, I would have been okay at least with that secondary profit target. So, yeah, hindsight could have, should have, would have held, would have been out with that second one. But still could have been a losing trade. I think it would have been very minor. I'm trying to do the quick mental math. So if this thing comes back up through the white white line, then the trade would have still been a loser because I would have only taken out 4. But so I would have been 4 in the green, and so my position size would have dropped, but still would have, had me at just a manageable loss, but still a losing trade nonetheless. So again, my ego still wanting to see this come up through that white line. And we'll see if it does it or not. But yeah, this is kind of this bull flag here, but again, the bull flag is just so even extended up from its moving averages. That's where, again, I'm just going to keep saying it. I'm not quite sure what to think. How long has this video even been? I can't worry about that because this is 12, because this is how trading goes sometimes. Yes, from a YouTube video standpoint, I have no problem saying I want to post and I would have been stopped out. So, all right, well, I want to post a super exciting video. I want to post huge gains. I won't deny that at all. But, but I also, if I'm doing my job right, I need to display a realistic side of trading. And this is how trading goes sometimes. So, and maybe you're looking at this and saying, Clay, I see this, good for you. That's also an example of trading where maybe this sort of action you excel at, but as you've witnessed, it has been a struggle. And as I've said many times, which will definitely probably be the title of this video at this point, yeah, I don't know what to think. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this short, try to play what I think could be a fake breakout here. Big move up, came all the way back down. You would think that's freaked out some people. So just trying to see the extent to which people may be freaked out. So throw out a couple of profit targets there. Okay, got that one hit. Got that one hit. Good. Throw out another one right there. Let's put my stop right above my entry. So on these final 3 shares, I could still technically take a loss on them, but overall it should still be a green trade because my stop is very tight to where it, again, just in case there's a crazy spike, let me throw out a couple down there. Like I said, this should be a winning trade. If I do get stopped out, it'll be a very modest winning trade. But let's see if, like I said, let's see if some more freak out wants to show up. This green line here is my next profit target. And then this one down here is just kind of a just in case there's some sort of spike that I'm not quick enough to, oh, I forgot there's going to be news. In 1 minute. I don't know if it's going to be news that the chart really cares about, but we're about to find out. So I'll hold through it again, just because of how I have myself positioned in the trade. I suppose mass slippage to the upside could turn everything around on me, but again, it's a risk I'm willing to take. So I think you'll be able to tell, but again, I have no idea if the market actually is going to care about this news. Some news events you have no idea. Like, does the market really care about this economic report? Some of them are obvious, other ones not so much. Nope. So there it was. Came up. All right, let me cancel those out. All right. So I don't know. I don't even remember what that was at. But yeah. So it was still a green trade, but because I got stopped out a modest one, and up the price goes. But yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and call it good. This is just not my day. Before I go, though, I do want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering. So if you want to learn more about the tools I'm using, how I build consistency, how I most importantly manage risk, and just make sure that you have a right framework to which you're operating from as a trader, then make sure to get signed up for the free class. If you go to the link down in the description area or just go to claytrader.com/live, you can learn about when the next live class is. So hopefully this helps. But yeah, some days as a trader, you'll just not really know what to think. And for me, today was one of those days. So as always, if you enjoy these, make sure you hit that like button and take care. Have a good one.